Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2021 and the season finale of our time at Newcastle United. Not the end of our time at Newcastle United, but the end of the first season. And it's been a pretty good run of form after this little slip up where we went 4 games without a win, losing 2 of them to our nearest rivals for the top 4. We've gone on a fantastic run, and last time out we had just beaten Everton 4-3 in the FA Cup semi-final and Burnley 4-1. 3 games in a row where we got 4 goals. Burnley absolutely hammered. And then we took on Arsenal and it was a 6-2 victory. We absolutely tore Arsenal apart. Again, it's just not letting me show the highlights for whatever reason, unfortunately. Let me see if I can at least get something up. So you can see here, Saint-Maximin with the first goal. Aubameyang then had a goal ruled out, and Edouard made it 2. Mesut Ozil of all people making it 2-1, but then we pulled away with Fraser and Alvarez following up by Wilson to make it 5-1 at half-time. Wilson made it 6 to complete his brace, and a minute later Cedric got one back. 2 goals ruled out for Arsenal throughout the game. Really pulsating match. This was a really tough game because Arsenal had been doing so well in the league. We then followed it up with a 2-0 win over Leeds with Yannick Touré and Joe Linton of all people getting the goals in that game. No Edouard and no Callum Wilson for that match. And then against Liverpool it was a 3-3 draw. This was a very interesting game. We went ahead in the first minute 1-0. But then Liverpool looked like they were pulling away. It went 3-1 up there after 37 minutes. But Almiron, in added time at the end of the first half, pulled one back. And then 20 minutes from time, he got a second. You can see Liverpool probably deserved the win. But that was a crucial draw for us. And if we look at the Premier League title race, you can see Manchester United now 3 points clear of Arsenal. Had they beaten us, they'd be level with a game in hand. So it was a big match in the title race. We're a bit further back, 8 points off. We can't catch the Manchester United at the top. 8 points with 6 left to play for. But most importantly, we are 2 points clear of Man City with a game in hand. And we are a point clear of Liverpool after the same number of games played. We have turned this around in a major way. And it means we are effectively 1 win away from qualifying for the Champions League. But in addition to that, today we are also in the FA Cup semi-final. For some reason they're saying it's a Premier League game. It is not. It is in fact the FA Cup final against Manchester United today. So the team going out there for this FA Cup final is Joe Linton and Edouard up top. We then have Saint-Maximin and Almiron on the bench. Delph and Hayden in the middle, Lewis, Shaw, Lascelles and Kraft in defence, Dubravka in goal. Unfortunately, Callum Wilson is out for pretty much the rest of the season, which is a real blow, of course, because Callum Wilson has been by far and away the best player at Newcastle since probably Alan Shearer. £50 million he's worth now after a 20 million signing. Look at that goal return. He's going to be the Golden Boot winner, probably the best Golden Boot winner for some time in the Premier League. But it means Joe Linton's going to start in that advanced forward role. It's a big, big game for him here in the FA Cup final. I'm not filled with hope, having lost Callum Wilson for this game, but we'll just have to see if Joe Linton, who's only scored 2 goals this season, can finally pull it out the bag for Newcastle and come back on that huge transfer fee, the 40 million that was paid for him. It's a tough Manchester United team. Defence is maybe suspect, but the rest of the team looks pretty solid. They've signed Ansu Fati as well. Cavani leading the line. Nobody expects us to get a result. Let's just go out there and enjoy an FA Cup final. That's all we can do today. Lewis with the throw-in in towards the box. Lindelof away. Now played through to Edouard. Ball over the top. Cleared out by Alex Telles, or cleared back to David De Gea. He then kicks it forward. Cavani nods it on. Rashford is in behind with 5 minutes on the clock. It's cleared away to Fati, but into Cavani. Denied and again blocked by Fabian Schär. But Manchester United nearly getting in behind a couple of times there in the first highlight of the game. Tellers into Pogba and it's straight into Dubravka. But already we are under the cosh from Manchester United. Lewis puts it forward to Edouard. Back to Lewis, who just about keeps it in and then gives it away to Cavani. You may as well let it go out of play, and Cavani has missed somehow. Edison Cavani being through one-on-one with the keeper, you would be absolutely sure that he'd finish that. But this has been a really poor start from the team. We're going to have to demand a little more. I might also swap around Edouard and Joe Linton. Maybe putting Edouard up in that advanced forward role is going to be more fruitful than having him hidden in the false nine with Joe Linton, an unreliable finisher, in the advanced forward role. Alex Tellez nearly cornered there. Pogba nearly giving it away as well, but De Gea sends it forward. Schär wins it, and now Saint-Maximin with an opportunity goes down the right flank, puts it across, Maguire away, and Rashford has beaten the defender. He's now through on goal. Marcus Rashford straight at Dubravka. He needed to carry that a little bit further before getting the shot off. We're going to have to swap around the strikers here because we haven't even had a shot in this game. So let's put Edouard in his preferred role, in that advanced forward role, and see if he can create it. And automatically we get a shot off, which is encouraging. Saint-Maximin here with a free kick in towards Edouard, and it's on the line with De Gea making the stop there. He then launches it out, and Rashford's in behind us again. He skips the tackle, he's through on the keeper, he's taking it all the way, and he gets his 16th goal of the season. We were lucky when he sort of misfired the last time he got through like that, but this is sort of the problem with this tactic, is when you come up against pacey players like Marcus Rashford, the ball in behind, if the offside trap fails, it's going to lead to a goal. And having Edison Cavani, I'm not too worried about, but Rashford keeps getting in down that side, and it could be all over for us if he does that again. So we really need to pick it up in the second half when it comes, because we've done better since swapping the two forwards round, but this is not going well at the end of the first half. So maybe in the second half the team can come out and put a little bit more of a shift in. Saint-Maximin is struggling down there, so he's going to have to come off, and Vilca can come on. It's a real shame we lost Callum Wilson for this FA Cup final. But here's Hayden. He's trying to drive forward. He plays it out to Saint-Maximin. Players to his left. It's cleared away, and now Rashford can maybe get in again down that side. He's still going, Rashford. He cuts across, and that's a tame effort, which Dubravka can comfortably save. Ball played forward to Almiron. Now Almiron just tackled there by Fred. Fatty now on the charge. Fred out to Wan-Bissaka. Ball played across, and Pogba has put it over the bar. We need to start making some changes here. The team's just not quite good enough. Let's bring on Jonjo Shelvey, I think it's going to be. We can also take Schär off and bring on Edison Alvarez. And that's our 3 substitutions made. We need to fire up the team a little bit, I think. See if we can get something out of them. But they're not looking great at the moment, it has to be said. See if we can demand a little bit more going into the last few minutes. Going to have to go very attacking as well, because we've got nothing left to lose here. Lewis with the throw in though. Goes into Joe Linton, and it's over the top. Joe Linton nearly becoming a hero, but it's not quite happening for us in these last few minutes. Can we create any more chances? Last highlight of the game probably. Maguire. For some reason United have gone more attacking, which seems strange, and with more freedom. And Cavani's got him behind. Dubravka with the save. Lewis gets it away, but that could be the end of the game here. Time pretty much up. Is there a last roll of the dice from us? It doesn't look like it, unless it happens here. We're literally in the last minute of added time in an FA Cup final where we're 1-0 down. It's Vilca who switches a flank to Almiron, who's got so much space. He's in the box. He puts it across Edouard. Edouard again denied by Lindelof. Jonjo Shelvey now to Kraft at the edge of the area. It goes out for a corner. The keeper needs to get up. Everybody needs to get up in that box. Vilca puts it in. It's cleared away. Jonjo will chase after it, but surely it's all over. He plays it in. Almiron, though, denied on the line, and that is the full-time whistle. The game is over. For whatever reason, the screen has just landed like this. But you can see here, they have brought in new animations for trophy lifts, but unfortunately we aren't going to be able to enjoy them in the same way we might wanted to. And Harry Maguire gets to see the ticker tape. He sees the flares. There will be silverware in this series, but it's not going to be today. Manchester United probably going to do the League and Cup double. West Ham United won the Carabao Cup, so this isn't a domestic treble. But you can see I don't know why the ticker tape's black and white when we didn't win. But a good day to be a Manchester United fan. I'm going to say the team were unlucky. Losing 1-0 to the team that were about to win the Premier League title in an FA Cup final isn't the worst thing in the world. We now need to go and play them in the league. We have qualified for the Europa League by finishing in the top 5, which is nice. But the question is, can we finish in the Champions League places? So next up, we're taking on Manchester United at home. But I'm not going to show that game because we can afford to lose a match. Now, it could be that we win against United and qualify for Europe anyway. But if we try and do that, with the amount of time it takes to get through a live game in this version of Football Manager, you will probably be looking at a 30-35 minute episode if I try and do all 3 games and the end of the season review. So I'll play the United game off camera, given I expect we'll lose it, and then we'll pick up against Southampton, trying to qualify for the Champions League. Well, we had an unexpected game against Manchester United, which you might be able to see in the top left. We did take the lead. Saint-Maximin got the goal after just 13 minutes to make it 1-0. Manchester United coming back at us 10 minutes later. Greenwood through to Fati to level it up at 1 apiece. But then this turned into one of the great Newcastle-Manchester United games as Yannick Touré and Edouard involved in pinball before Saint-Maximin gave us our lead back on the half-hour mark. A couple of minutes later, Fraser attacking down the right, back to Hayden. Came to Fraser once more, and Edouard from a yard out getting the goal to make it 3-1. Fraser then, early in the second half, taking it out wide to Almiron, who got in behind the defence to make it 4-1 against Manchester United. They pulled another one back. Bruno Fernandes doing the damage. Greenwood's effort took him 2 strikes to the ball to get the goal, but that was 4-2. You start to get a bit nervy, but then Longstaff headed it on. Fraser running at the defence through to Joe Linton of all people, and he made it 5-2 and pretty much guaranteed that Champions League place. Fraser attacking down the right, in behind for Yannick Touré, and even the youngster getting involved in this fantastic victory. A 6-2 win for a relegation threatened team at the start of the season against the eventual champions to qualify for the Champions League. It is a remarkable story that we've managed to do that. It also means that after we won that game, I thought I'd just play the game against Southampton because it wasn't going to make any difference. It was a dead rubber finish. I will just show you the 2 goals. So Yannick Touré again showing a little hint of his promise by scoring in this match. And without Callum Wilson, the team has shown that we can still do the damage. Lewis into the box, Edouard headed it on, and Yannick Touré with the volley made it 1-0. The second goal came very late in the game. Southampton had chances to come back in. They had VAR go against them, but Almiron's shot blocked, and Fraser with the finish. He's been fantastic this season to make it 2-0, and that means that we have qualified for the Champions League. 5 points off the title as well. It was very close towards the end of the season. It makes me think that maybe if we'd had a couple of results go in our favour where I think we probably should have won, then we may well have been in a proper title race towards the end of the season. But it wasn't meant to be. The FA Cup wasn't meant to be. But we do have Champions League football next season. Callum Wilson also wins the Golden Boot with his 32 goals. He is broken in this version of Football Manager. I am sure they will fix him soon. But he is deadly. It's those physicals with that finishing, which means that he is nearly impossible to stop in this game. I don't know what it is about him, but he is absolutely unbelievable. And it's been a fantastic season all around. There's no doubt that we've massively overperformed with this team. If we just go through the key players, Dubravka, of course, has been fantastic. He is 32 years old, but he's been brilliant for us in between the sticks. Kraft has been a real surprise for me at right back. He's done a decent job. I don't think he'll be sticking around for long, but he put in a good performance when he was needed. Alvarez was a fantastic signing to bring in. Centre back or wing back, he can do the job, and he's done it well all season. Lascelles, the captain, helping Newcastle get back into Europe. He did really, really well all season, 7.1 rating. And Jamal Lewis as well, doing a good job in his first season at the club. He's got room to develop as well, so he can be a big one for the future. John Joe Shelvey, currently transfer listed, will probably be out of the club at the end of the season. Isaac Hayden will probably end up leaving as well. He might not, because he is a versatile player, can fill a couple of positions, might be useful. Vilka's done well, the young Peruvian. Not exactly set the world alight, but he's mostly been coming off the bench. Sam Maximan, we know well, will develop into a world-class player without a doubt. Yannick Touré filling in as well. A lot of potential. I'm hoping he can do some damage in the future. And then you've got, of course, Odsonne Edouard, who is now happy at the club. He's no longer unhappy. And 12 goals in 36 games. I think he was better than he looks here, and I think he could have a really big season next year, depending on whether he can stay happy for the future, because I think that unhappiness really hit him hard. But he did get 12 assists and 15 goals, which is not a bad return. Other big players, Sean Longstaff, of course, was brilliant all season. 5 goals, 7 assists in the league. Joe Linton did well in the very few occasions he played, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be leaving the club as a massive flop. Fabian Delph on loan will be gone. Ryan Fraser, though, was unbelievable. £31 million for a free signing. I mean, if a bid comes in for Ryan Fraser, I'd probably let him go. He has done incredibly well, though, so who knows. But we've just overperformed so much with this team. Almiron as well, been a good player. And then, of course, you've got the big man himself, Callum Wilson, and a hero in Newcastle after this season. An absolute hero. The best Newcastle striker since Alan Shearer, without a doubt. And then you've got Matty Longstaff, who's got a lot of room to develop. Not been as good as his brother, but he scored some important goals. So overall, there's going to be a lot of change this season. Looking at the transfer budget, we have 54 million available in the budget because we're in the Champions League. There's going to be a lot of work over the summer to overhaul this team and bring in some really, really good players. But that is it for the end of the first season at Newcastle. If you're looking forward to Champions League football, drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you see those videos when they're out. But until next time, see ya.